Welcome to Yes Offense. Trigger warning, disclaimer, whatever you want to call it. This podcast will feature graphic language about sex, race, violence, and anything else that might make people uncomfortable. However, this is a comedy podcast, and everything and anything talked about on it should be viewed as an attempt at humor. Like, if you hear anything on this podcast you don't agree with or like, please just turn it off. No one on here is a politician or actually affecting the way you live. So if you genuinely have a problem with anything said on here, redirect your energy at a real issue going on in the real world. Now let's get into the show.
Rel.
Oh, Lil Rel?
Yeah.
We're talking about
I believe,
Trapped in the Closet, guys.
That has to be the last one, right? Because Lil Rel only
Probably.
started, like, when did he get popping?
Yeah, but that's most comics have been doing it way longer than they've been famous. You know what I mean? Or on TV, so he's probably been doing it for a while.
Most comics were like, all right, maybe we should try being friends with R. Kelly before actually getting famous.
That's a wild thing to get casted for.
Yeah,
right?
I used to think like, because Omar, he died of a fentanyl overdose.
Yeah.
I was like, he partied because he played a guy who robbed people in Baltimore, but then you find out he's in that. And you're like, that's where the fentanyl.
It wasn't the drug dealing and sucking dick.
Do you know that, like, Vice gave him an entire show about the underground, like, dark web?
Oh, yeah, that was kind of a cool show that he was hosting.
And then, out of all things, he dies of a fentanyl overdose?
Yeah.
Like,
Which
come
got too
on.
close,
He
dude.
literally had
Dark web.
all the warning signs planned out for him, and this guy still got some laced shit.
Yeah, man.
He got his ID stolen right in front of him on that show. Like, they took all of it. They told him
Michael
all
K.
his-
Williams?
Yeah, bro. I was like, holy shit.
Damn, dude.
He got robbed on camera?
He was like that ass. He was sit down with the hacker, and the hacker was like, "Well, I know where you live, and this is your these are your bank card numbers and shit like that." And I was like, "Oh, they really got Michael K. Williams on Vice now."
I love that we live in a world where we could just interview criminals and that
Yeah.
just entertain. Nothing happens to them. Like,
Like a Gangland when
Yeah.
it's like just a blackout screen of a
guy
like a fat
that you
guy.
know murders people.
Yeah, he's like, I chop people's heads off,
Yeah.
killed kids.
Been doing it for like 10, 15 years.
Dude, 17 years, never got caught. It's not a big deal. I sleep fine. And you're like, Jesus Christ, the guy's just
Thank you so much for the interview. We appreciate your time. Yeah.
He's just at fucking Food Town next to you, and you don't even know it, dude.
That shit, it's fucking weird. I was also thinking that the other day, like what is like, I guess because of capitalism, it's like anything can be monetized. But it's like, because I was, like killing, murdering. Like I was looking at, or even the Hulu documentary about scammers that are just still scamming. They're like, yeah, I scammed this, bro. I did this. Oh, this shit is mad easy, bro.
That is
That
true,
ass
dude.
just put on a mask,
And they're
that's
still
it.
in there doing it. While they're talking about it, they're doing it. Like,
Every mobster now who killed people back in the day has a podcast where they're like, actually, the way it was really done, you listen to my podcast.
and it was a comedian that told him to start that pod too. You know it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do a podcast.
Yeah, you got
dude.
it, bro.
These stories are sick. What is it?
Michael Franzese. was
No,
one
but
of
when's
them?
it like
He's one of
statute of limitations, bro? It's been a long
Yeah,
time. People
20 years,
forgive,
30
man.
years.
People love Henry Hill.
But the people that are doing it now and they're still doing documentaries on them is just like, what the fuck? Like, are we just committing crimes in the open kind of now?
Yeah.
Like, it's the wild fucking West, bro.
I hope so.
I hope so.
No, that's crazy. Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's why I didn't want to talk so much about the stabbing, like on podcasts.
Oh,
you
we're
know?
gonna, by the way.
You know, because what if I become friends with him later? You know, We
He's
might
not going to jail, bro.
Oh no, he is.
Did
he
they ever
is.
find him?
Oh, he is?
Is he in custody? By the
Fuck
way,
it.
guys, before we get into this, welcome to Yes Offense Podcast.
Ooh.
My name is, as always, Alex Tomaselli. I'll be your host today. And I'm today with a guest who's back, a little different, but he's back, and a new guest.
Deserved.
And we have my man, David Klash,
How we doing?
DC Williams.
Yeah, I look like I sell drugs to both of them. But it's cool.
Yeah. You know what?
These blacks.
We got a soundboard. Let's go.
Just for DC. You made me press it.
You pressed his buttons, bro. You literally pressed his buttons.
Do you guys have I'm going to do this in the beginning now. Do you have anything to plug? Any shows, social media, other podcasts, whatever you guys have? Let them know.
Obviously, follow Doped Up and Doped Up Comedy and Doped Up Podcast. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, share. Show at Grizzly Pier September 11th, as well as the 10th, I believe. And
This might be out after that. So anything further.
So everything I'm saying right now doesn't matter. But like, if you do watch it, just consider it and tune in. And
Well, September 28th We should be all right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We get the last Thursdays of the stand. So 10
Oh,
p.m.
yeah.
Definitely
David
check this
remembering
out.
the important things. Yes.
Yeah.
Please come to the stand September 28th. It's going to be a good time. You guys never know who might be there. Last time we had Mark Norman and Marcelo Ehrenberg. So, yeah, it was a good time.
That
was
shit
a
was
good time.
crazy.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. Guys, as you already know, follow me at Silly Sally on Instagram and follow the podcast Instagram, Yes Offense Podcast, at Yes Offense Podcast on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube, and you can watch it on Spotify too, and write a review on iTunes. I'd appreciate that. And I think that's all I have for now. I think my Brooklyn show will already have come by this time this comes
go.
out.
I got one more plug.
What's up?
Follow Procrastination, my show with Ada Detsky as well.
She was on the last pod.
Yeah, she's great. How do you call it? We're gonna start. We might be working on a show soon for that, somewhere in Sunset Park. So be on the lookout for that as well.
Hell yeah, guys. Thanks. So what were you saying? You're going to be friends with the guy who
Yeah,
stabbed
I
you
mean,
in the
fuck
face?
it, bro.
Yeah.
At this point in the modern era of podcasting, we might as well. That'd be
Do
a
it for the
great
clout, bro.
Bro,
You got to
that'd
wait
be a
for him to
great
be
sit-down.
rehabilitated and everything, though.
Yo, bro, that'd be like one of those, like, you know, like when you have like the Holocaust survivor meets the Nazi at the gate, bro. Oh,
The Pope visited
Brooklyn.
the guy who tried to assassinate him in prison.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
to
But, like,
forgive
that's
him.
a good look for the Pope.
Exactly.
That's a good
Yeah.
look for the Pope.
Exactly.
He might, like, PTSD and just slash your other
Yeah,
side of your
that-
face
that could
and
also
apologize again.
I mean, they sent them upstate, so they literally sent him to mob prison, right?
they
Sing
sent him
Sing?
upstate,
Yeah,
huh?
they sent him upstate, I think.
Wow.
Maybe a Zoom interview.
Yo, Zoom would be great.
Zoom interview or some shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. When is it not okay to monetize your trauma? Like, are we not human anymore or some shit? Or
Yeah. Luis J. Gomez was going to have the guy who killed his dad in this podcast. So, I mean,
Oh,
that's you're much steps lower.
Insane.
Yeah, than that.
yeah. Step it up,
He
David.
knows who
Fuck.
that.
Yeah.
I just found out his name, and then it was just a bunch of. Apparently, he did this to. You could find an article on him, and he in 2019 tried to rob a 80-year-old guy for like $18 in a Bronx building.
Nice.
And then you can literally find like him like walking out of the jailhouse into a car. And then he's just like, he said sorry the most asshole way. And I was just like, well, that's the guy.
Yo, I love that. Dudes are just assaulting people. Like, sorry, dude. I'm
He's
sorry,
like,
man.
It's like, sorry, I'm just a young man coming up. And I was
Wow.
like,
He's the bro. This guy was like, send me $500 right now. I have David. I'm like, first of all, that is extremely low stakes for what he's talking. Send you $500. Like he's doing like he wants the bare minimum. He's wilding for the bare minimum. It's so bizarre.
Did that actually happen, or you just?
Yeah.
No,
He's like,
that-
that
he
happened. He
started
started texting
texting.
me. He texted Dylan. He was like, yo, send me $500 right now. I have David. I'm like, first of all, you don't have David, dickhead. Like, I'm just
I was
replying
in
to
a
him like,
nap.
suck my dick. Like, you fuck.
You don't have David.
I left the hospital at like 11 a.m.
Tell them what happened first. Sorry for the pod, because now
my God.
roped you into it.
Yo, it's dead as annoying at this.
Well, hold
point.
on one second. If you guys haven't seen David, I don't remember what episode, but go on my Yes Offense page, look for David's old episode. It's like 10, 15 episodes ago. He does not have a gash on his face.
Yeah.
Skin healed like your skin is healing like a
It
reptilian.
is
or
healing
something.
well, I have to say.
Crazy.
Yeah, I heal.
Is that good skin or is that like fucking? Is it because
Well,
you're just young?
it's insane, honestly, because I like to think, like, bro, usually, like, bro, my cat just scratched me, right?
Yeah.
This scratch right here, right? 2 days ago. And I'm like, this shit's mad fragile.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, damn, this shit healed up pretty quick.
Yo,
actually.
people like cutting you, bro.
Bro, that
Look at your cat. Gave you the same exact type of horizontal slash.
Give
on
you
your
one of
hand.
those right across the ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's fucking
Yeah,
weird.
bro. All this other shit's from construction. That's my fault.
Did your cat like lick your wound and shit? Or
No, he's not a nice person.
Oh, damn.
I named him after a Freddie Gibbs album.
What's his name?
Alfredo.
Alfredo. Yeah.
Once the bruising goes away, too, you'll have.
Bro, it's been
it'll be
in
just a
and
line.
out,
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
I
Are
think
you
the
putting
bruise-
oil on it?
Nah.
No.
He's Russian.
I don't
Guy,
even.
yeah.
What, you wouldn't tell me to put on sunscreen next?
This
bro?
nigga's
You
a
fucking
savage, bro.
dickhead.
I don't even know what sunscreen is, bro.
I was like looking at the mirror today. I'm like, oh, there's a vein on the scar.
Yeah,
it
there
healed
is.
up well. It healed up well.
So what happened? You do it. You don't have to go into full detail like you have on all the
All
parts,
right.
but you can give them the quick.
What happened was I fell asleep on the train.
As one does from time to time.
DC's only he's annoyed, but this is the first time he's on a podcast to talk about it because he was out in Washington when it happened.
Unfortunately,
when we had to talk
bro,
about
your
it.
face looked gutted, bro. I was like, Jesus, bro. I felt really bad for you. Then in 2 weeks, I was like, oh, he's fine, dude.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I saw him the week after, like, oh, we're chilling. But yeah, I fell asleep on the train and woke up to a guy slashing my face and then stealing. He's like, yo, give me your phone. And I just dropped that shit on the floor. Nice. That's an A. Talk about A1.
He had a
steal
towel
and
on,
then
too,
a
the guy that
rob-
slashed you.
Bro, a robbery story, bro. Good shit, bro.
It's my
Good
roommates,
shit.
bro.
But how you call it? Yeah, I pretty much got cut in the face on the train heading home at like 3 a.m. And then I was just like, you know what? I didn't have a phone. And I was like, let me see if I get to my local hospital. And I took the train for an extra 8 stops, thinking I could get to a county hospital. But at that point, I just started feeling mad woozy and like told the train booth lady to like call an ambulance.
Bro, this is not 1950s, bro. So, like, this guy is like, I thought I would have been fine. I'm leaking out my face.
Bro, because for me, it was like, I just found out, like, literally after being, while I was in the hospital, that I didn't have to pay for an ambulance if somebody harms me.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I thought they still charged you.
Nobody told me that, and I didn't want to be charged.
Fuck
So that's
yeah.
why I
They
was
charged
like,
you like $1,000 or something?
Yeah, it's
yo,
yeah.
and I still got a bill. I got a bill this past
That's
week.
hilariously sad.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't. Yeah.
Are you gonna go back and say I was harmed?
Yeah, I might have to fucking figure that shit out. But man,
No, for real.
wild,
I didn't.
bro.
Maybe that's not true though.
You should sue the MTA because they gave you a ticket for vaping on the train. And where were they when you were getting slashed in the face, bro?
bro, that ass.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah,
Damn,
they
bro.
did give me a ticket for vaping, but if I talk about trying to argue that, then I can't tell the funny story on what really happened in that
Yeah.
situation. So I don't know.
You're out of your mind, dude.
Are we riffing or are we trying to make some money out here?
Comedians are fucking nuts, bro. This dude was immediately thinking, yes, I got 10 minutes. I got a new 10 minutes.
do something with this. As long as my eye opens, I can see everyone laughing. I'm happy.
Bro, fuck.
Now you're the comedian with the slash on his face. Now you're kind of like edgy and shit. Like that.
Yeah,
Clash
bro.
the slash.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
I mean, to be honest, it feels like the last 2 months have just been a trauma dump on stage, right?
Yeah.
Just talking about getting slashed.
I don't
in the
like trauma
face.
dumping. It's
Yeah,
really
you
like,
and
it's like,
you're just like every girl comedian out here.
I'm like, well,
I was on the train and like I got slashed and like men are the worst.
yeah, and then I had an abortion.
I had an abortion on the train.
Fuck, dude. We hate women. No, I'm fucking around. No, fuck.
Here we go. Yes.
Oh my god. But yeah, that happened, and now you got to carry that story.
Yeah, like I'm a fucking war vet. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Are you bored of his slash, Tom? I'm
I
bored.
am honestly like
Yeah, yeah.
Me too.
I am because it's no he's fine. That's why.
He's so okay, bro.
He's just fine.
I'm actually annoyed at how
Yeah.
okay you are,
He's
bro.
not like I'm not getting on. If he was like, if we walked by Subways and he was like shaking, I'd be like, oh fuck, David's fucked up. But he's like running, hopping turnstiles, still
Doing dabs at
Whoa.
7 a.m. Like,
Even pops the finger,
yeah, like this
saying I'll fuck your daughter if
Yeah.
you try to ticket me now. And
daughter
they're like,
probably wants to fuck him.
You guys
now.
listed all things that just sound like different coping mechanisms. Either way,
Jesus Christ.
dabs at 7 a.m. hopping the train. Hell, fucking yeah.
yeah.
You were hopping the train before that,
I stay
motherfucker.
hopping the
I'll
train,
hang out
yeah.
with you. What are you talking about?
I'm never
I hop
not
the train.
hopping this. Yeah, dude. Fucking. It should be free.
Yeah,
There's so
I
much
get-
shit that happens in this
I
train.
get caught probably 3 times a year, and I just look at it as like a tax due.
Bro,
You know what I mean? Like
it
it's-
should have been free since we had to. Remember, like a couple of years ago during COVID, they started having a bunch of celebrities doing the voices on the trains.
that was weird. Why was
sucks.
that a
Bro,
thing?
they
I
had-
wasn't here.
They were
so.
just out of work, weren't they? Though,
Bro, they
Yeah,
had
yeah.
they had Jadakiss, they had Dave.
Jadakiss is fire though.
Bro,
Jadakiss
but
is fire.
they were there for like
Essex.
Mwah, kiss you, bitch ass niggas.
There's just dudes getting off like, just like yes.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, I heard Deezus and Mero on my buzz for like 3 months and then disappeared. And I was like, and then they were like, oh, you have to pay for the buses again. There was a moment where you didn't have to pay for the buses, but they still made you pay for the trains.
Yo, honestly, pandemic, best time to ride the train.
Facts.
So
I wasn't here,
so empty. Always had a seat. Oh, you dipped on us, huh?
No, I never lived here.
Oh,
I lived
shit.
here. I started
in
living here
January.
this
Your
year.
post pandemic
Oh,
transplant.
yeah, dude.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Was New York exactly what you thought it was when you came? Did it feel like a cool, barren wasteland?
It is a dystopian nightmare.
It is.
Yeah.
It's some cool. It's like a dystopia that people can't like live without or something. Like you just love it regardless.
I do enjoy it. There's things I've noticed now since I've lived here this long that I do need a cleanser every few month or so. I just need to take a trip out of the city and come back.
It's the best thing to do.
It is because it's so fast out here, and you just go somewhere where everyone's just living their humble lives.
Yeah,
that's nice. I went to Maine twice in the last month, and I made me miss the city. And then when I wasn't there, I was like, when I was there, I was like, oh, this is nice, but.
I would go to Maine to just literally take a deep inhale of fresher air and then come back like the same day.
Everything closes at 10 p.m. out there.
I'm surprised that late.
Well, it's weird. It's really weird when coming from here because, some things never close out here. That is the thing I do not like when I moved out here. I thought there would be more open this late, and after the pandemic, I heard a lot.
Yes, I was going to say everything closed at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. during the week. It feels like you're in Europe or something.
Yeah, I don't like that.
There used to be a deli right in front of the train station at Coney that literally opened 24/7. Now that shit closes at 1 a.m. I'm like, fuck, no sandwiches once I get off the train.
Yeah,
bro,
dude.
It's ridiculous.
Well, there's a lot of Checkers throughout the city are open till 5 a.m. It's the best.
You know where you're at. If there's a Checkers in your neighborhood, you know where you're at. I'm just letting you know that.
In Connecticut, all the 24-hour diners are almost non-existent now. There used to be probably, let's say, 20 in Connecticut. Now there might be 5.
Doesn't that seem like it's by design a little bit?
What do you mean?
Like
now? Oh, when it happened?
Like why the 24-hour diners now? There's none. A lot of businesses can't afford to stay open or afloat or you know what I mean?
I'm not trying to get all conspiratorial, but it does seem like some things.
Oh, you're talking to the right guy.
No, man, I had a big thing when everything got shut down. I was like, if everything's shut down, that means everyone who's billionaires is just moving and making things happen because they can.
Maybe even absorbing everybody they can
take advantage. And I thought that, and now I do think that's what freaks me out. It's now there's less 24-hour diners. Now there's just a lot. There's less than before.
Listen to us though. Yeah, now people don't work from 12 to a.m. flipping pancakes. Fuck.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. As someone who does not like to work,
guys, come on.
It's weird
made
though.
y'all
It's like, is that so bad though? But
no, but I remember back then specifically, people were like, oh, I work 80 hours a week and I'm proud. And it was like now that doesn't exist. And I was never one of those people. I never understood them, but I don't know where they went. Either they died. Or I don't know, man.
Suicide, maybe, or something like that. Yeah,
maybe
80 hours a week is crazy, especially if you're doing it for someone else. That's crazy.
God. I remember when everyone got into. How old are you guys?
I'm 22.
29. I'll be 30 in 3 weeks.
Okay, so yeah, I'm 31. So
okay.
Jesus fucking year.
What are you? 24.
I'm 23 in October.
You'll get to once. You have friends who start getting real, full-time jobs, and then they use it as an excuse why they can't do shit. That's an annoying part of your life. I don't know if you went through that.
I kind of understand them because our schedules as comics are out of whack. You know what I mean?
No, I don't mean now. I mean in my 20s. Once everyone started getting a job, they'd be like, dude, I work 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
I don't have
it was kind of like
anymore.
a humble brag kind of thing. Yeah.
I have a full-time job now.
Yeah.
I don't have time to get the concert tickets. You do it.
Yeah.
Bitch.
And secretly you're like, fuck, I wish I had a salary.
Yeah, of course. But it's I also wouldn't have thrown it in people's faces.
Yeah. I'm also not that proud of working 40 hours a week in an office to throw it in anyone's face, really. Yeah.
I never understood, when I work, I always worked at jobs, I worked at a grocery store, pizza place. I never understood being a good worker. I understood doing your job, but being a yeah, boss, I'll go the extra mile. I was always like, nah, I'm going to do the bare minimum.
This is not to be corny. I was a good worker. I wasn't a good employee though. Would he be his work ethic? Oh, he'll come when he comes late and he'll work hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, but he's not. I don't check in with managers when I'm supposed to and
send
stuff
me home early, please.
Yeah, they just know if I'm here, I'm gonna work. I don't complain that much, and then I want to go home. Yeah,
I want to go home as soon as the clock
ASAP.
clicks.
Yeah.
Bro, I haven't
me out of here.
Yeah. I just realized I haven't worked the full 40 hours since I did construction. That was a year ago.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't miss it.
Fucking spoiled piece of shit.
Yeah, I haven't gone. I'm not back yet, and
I have to
need
pay
to.
rent, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not back yet, but I need to because I need to make more money. But
Yeah.
I don't look forward to it either.
It's
not
so,
fun.
right now. It feels everyone feels broke right now.
I'm
And the
noticing
whole world feels broke, bro.
because everything went up. Everyone's subscriptions this last month went up $5. I
Yeah,
swear,
like a lot of
across
them
the board.
did. Yeah,
And
Everything got an
nobody's
email.
wage went up.
Yeah, nothing went up.
so insane, bro.
Bro, my haircut costs twice as much compared to like 4 years ago. It's insane.
Damn. You got to get black hair, dude. You got to get black hair. My haircuts cost $25, bro.
Oh, word?
yeah. Every time, $25, bro.
Oh, word?
Quick
Not the
fade.
Hispanic.
You think that's easy? You think it's that easy for me to transition?
I don't know. They got to work on that, man. Like, what if you don't want to like? What if you just want to trans like? I had this thought about like trans voice. Like, what if you want to sound like an Asian girl or something like that, and you believe that?
You
or
think I
like,
could rock a flat top?
yeah, kind of like I'm trans follicle or some shit like that.
I always
Like,
wanted
It's
to be the-
coming, dude.
Oh, it's coming.
I
Bro.
always
It's
wanted to be the
coming.
white Iman Shumpert, you
The
know.
way. Yo, you thought about that for real. That's funny.
Dude, I would love to be. I could be a white Asian, just
Asian.
an Asian voice, an Asian girl voice. That would be great.
Yeah, and that's how you talk all the time. And you're like, Dad, I'm not doing an accent. This is how I talk. It's not racist.
Oh, bacon, egg, and cheese, please.
Bacon egg and cheese so good.
So good. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, this is how I talk.
This is how I talk.
Well, imagine
I'll
if
suck
you,
my dick.
imagine if you talk, it also comes with the hand movements too. So you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my god. We're getting canceled before takeoff.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
would.
God.
It's on its way, dude. 20 years from now, Rachel Dolezal will be a hero.
Yeah, have you
Yo.
seen her OnlyFans?
No, is it good?
What?
It's like decent material, but I feel like maybe there's such a wealth of women not wearing clothes on the internet that sometimes it's just starting to feel like. Oh,
You
this-
think it'd be a privilege to see her naked 20 years ago?
maybe not. I don't know. Before she turned black or something.
Well, no, I'm. Oh, that's a great twist. There,
That- I mean, like-
a before and after OnlyFans.
Yeah, before and after. They should
A
before and
white
after
body, black body.
Like a white person doing a before and after, like a black version of that. That would be fucking.
Just have like a Megan Thee Stallion song in the background, like a TikTok.
Yeah, that would be like her go-to shit too. That would absolutely be her go-to shit. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's, of course, naked women. It's never like, oh my god, I can't believe it. But it's like also just, it feels like these days. Like,
It does. If they're getting fucked, you're like,
whoa, you took it there.
going in. All right. Like so, everyone knows Kim Kardashian's video just because of that. You're like, she's getting fucked, and everyone just went on.
Which it wasn't even like a good.
It's
porno
not good.
either.
It's not
yeah,
good.
Well, I never thought it was good, even when I was 13 or something. I was like, nah,
No.
this is mid. Like,
it's not good from any porn point of view. It's just
That's
because
when you
she's
knew you had a
famous.
direction. It's like that that porno showed you like you had a direction videography, but you're like, no, the framing's not right.
no,
You
no,
know?
it wasn't the framing. It was Ray J looking into the camera, biting his lips,
Yeah,
fucking
a lot of
fucking it
that.
up.
All right, direction of movement. Okay.
A lot of that, yeah. You didn't get a good angle on her ass. She has like a world class ass.
Yeah.
And now we don't. All we see it is from that weird angle.
Yeah,
It's not great.
And then him like being the star of the show, like I'm fucking, and you're just kind of like, all right, bro. You looked into my eyes while I was jerking off, and it ruined the whole experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
I like
gonna
that you
do?
got the Wi-Fi code like as a scan
Oh yeah,
thing.
we got the little scanner.
Yeah.
Just that's from my roommate.
You don't even have to. Yeah, it's easy. Makes it easy for
Ooh,
everybody.
1 second. Hold on.
And we're back. Yeah.
Yes, Events Podcast. I'm your host, Alex Alzelli, and I'm
Thank
here
God we
with
didn't have to
by Little Wieners. Little Weens.
Make sure to get your wieners.
Yeah,
Fuck,
man.
dude. My dick looks just like that when it's not hard. What do you call an uncircumcised man? Pig in a blanket.
Oh
right?
man, dude. I get so terrified of like I used to be. Now it's not like it is what it is. But like if someone pantsed me and I just was not ready, I'd be like, stop.
Yeah.
No.
So you want to know so you can get it hard a little bit?
Yeah. Let me get it hard first. No.
Wait, when was the last time you got pants, bro?
Dude, I've told this on the pod before. I got pants so bad once, it like scarred my life. It was horrible.
Damn.
I'll tell you guys. I'll tell it again because I don't know if I've told this on the video podcast. I've told it on the audio, like before I switched to edit. Anyway, I was at I'll do it again. I don't really give a shit because you guys obviously want to hear it the way you're looking.
I was
at
just
me.
wondering age demographic.
It's
That's
high
all.
school hallway.
Oh,
gotta
this
be.
was I was 16 when this happened. It was
16.
horrible. It was at camp, and I'll give you a little background just so you know how traumatic this is. At camp, I met a girl named Monica. I'll just use her real name. I don't give a shit. Anyone at camp knows this story. It's horrible. It's legendary. Meet Monica. It's like a movie. Like we meet, we're having a good time. First kiss type shit. Romance. Going great. Everything's great. Like one of the last nights of camp. We're fucking...
Oh, he's traumatized.
Jesus.
It's horrible, dude. It's like...
You sure you want to talk about
Yeah,
it?
no, I've told it before. I don't really... I told it actually recently to a bunch of people, too, and I was laughing, but... It's horrible. We're all in like the. Have you guys ever been to camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know how like in the last days of camp, the like counselors don't really care? You're able to like go in the girls' cabin.
I was going to like a
mingle.
religious camp.
Oh
yeah, same.
Yeah.
Well, this was not religious camp.
Christian camp.
It's pretty mingly. So, but like
God
we were in
loves
the.
us.
They were all in our cabin. All the girls. It's like everyone in the camp. That I don't know what the counselors are doing, but we were all partying. Like for kids, we're all just hanging out, having a good time. And someone had like the fucking, maybe it was either digital. I'm pretty sure it's digital or one of the fucking, Polaroids. Not Outcast. Anyway, fucking, one of the girls there. She's the counselor. She's actually one of the older girls. So this is fucked up of her. She comes out really gross. But someone keeps pantsing everyone, and she keeps taking pictures of them as they're pantsing. And nothing's showing up. She's just getting them from far away. But with me, who's like the fifth person to get pants, they pants me. And as they pants me, I bent down to pick up my pants. But as I bent down, they took a picture of me like this, and my penis and balls were like tucked back.
Oh my God.
So you guys
Carl
get it.
with
You're
his pants
bent.
down, his dick between his legs.
Back.
Yeah,
like
bro.
not even like out like this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
Your asshole is in that picture.
No, not my asshole. It's the front of me.
Oh.
And I'm bent over, pulling my pants up, but you can still
That.
see. She literally, it's so embarrassing. She took the thing, zoomed in on it, and you could see in between my legs, just like my penis head back.
My God, fam.
And it's just like, doop.
It's more embarrassing because a girl did it too.
Dude, a girl did it, showed everyone.
A girl you liked?
No, she
Oh.
showed it to the girl I liked and everyone else, like in the camp.
Did she get overwhelmed with embarrassment and didn't want to fuck you?
No, I didn't plan on fucking at this time. Fucking in my brain wasn't a thing yet. Does that make sense? Like
Okay.
I'm a fucking.
Oh, you were young.
I'm a late bloomer in
Okay.
in a lot of cases.
Okay.
But specifically that, yeah. This is like my first kiss. So I was already
wow.
hyped. But then, yeah, she did not really talk to me the rest of the camp. It was brutal.
Damn,
That
it's
is-
crazy how insecure adolescence is. Like they can't.
horrible,
She doesn't
dude.
even know why. She doesn't want. She just know that you were very bad. And instead of like empathizing with you, she's like, "Ew, I don't want to embarrass myself."
Instead of being like, obviously now, I bet you now if I went back to her, she'd be like, yeah, that was fucked up. Like
Yeah.
you were bent over and like, I've dated guys, your penis is going.
she'd probably fuck you now though.
Maybe she, yeah, whatever. I've done a little looking up. I'm doing all right.
Okay.
she's
I would've
I'm
just-
sure.
Hey, bro.
Go
Take
back.
it from me, man. Compensate off the trauma, man.
Do it?
Yo, bro.
Oh, yeah, go.
Dude, the bent over part is crazy.
Soothe,
I know that's what really.
make all that Connecticut money. Just drop a lawsuit out there, bro. Come on.
I know there's
bro.
a picture out there of my
Facts.
16-year-old penis. It's
Because if you did that to a girl, that would have been
Photographed by
funny.
a way older girl.
it would not have been funny.
Not
if I
even
did.
be sexual harassment.
Yeah. Anyway, the girl took the picture. Kind of a sexual pedophile predator.
You were sexually harassed, bro.
I was. No, it's horrible.
and then she shared child pornography.
Yeah, exactly.
To the girl
She
you
shared
liked.
it to a lot of people, and then for a while I did at least leading up to the first time a girl really saw my penis, which was in like a year after that. Terrified,
Wow.
being like, she's gonna. And
Take a
then-
picture.
Yeah, she's not even taking a picture. She's just gonna like look at it and be like,
She's gonna tuck it in and take a picture.
Oh my God. Or worse, she just laughs hysterically.
yeah. Or like the picture was 100% just that's the way it is. It's like I'm not just seeing it through like a bad angle. I'm like, oh, my penis is really, 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 really small. And I just but that's it's not
my
the
God,
case.
yeah.
I'm also not saying that I definitely don't have a hog either. I'm just
Ask you
saying
not to judge me when I'm flaccid.
yeah, for real. But
when
nowadays,
I'm
now
hot.
that you know too, you're 24. You're just coming out of that maybe. But when
What?
you're older, you do realize that shit doesn't. Not like it doesn't matter. It's just like people know now.
Yeah,
You know what
they
I mean?
get it. They get it. You're
Like,
not
no
hard.
girl.
Yeah.
If a girl you were like making out, if you were hanging out with a girl and then she like saw you changing, but you weren't hard, she wouldn't be like, oh
my
that's
God. Yeah.
She'd be like, oh, that was an act.
Even though you still don't want them to see it.
Yeah,
when
of
you're
course not. Of course not. You wouldn't know. I'm just even after they wouldn't be like, "Where'd your
Yeah.
penis go?"
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
bigger earlier.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Yeah. Unless she's an idiot.
yeah, yeah. Or well, damn. I mean, if she's one of those, they've seen a bunch.
Damn.
That's
You think
cool.
you see more dicks than girls? Yeah. No. I mean, yeah.
What?
Of
We
the
have
girls
seen
we
more
know. Oh no,
No, than girls in general.
And I mean, like,
so
so
we watch porn. Well, not in
that
person.
they do too, though. Think about it.
But who watches more porn?
Probably us.
Probably us, yeah.
But like you in real life, you mean then
In real life,
100%. And if you think about all the times we've seen them, and like I'm not gay at all, so it's like the ones we've seen in like the subway or just shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
They've also seen those.
Yeah, they've-
plus the ones they've
I
had.
don't know
like,
what people are talking about these
slapping in
train
their faces.
these train rides.
Yo.
People are talking about these train rides with dicks out. I don't know. You know what they're talking
You never,
about?
bro, you're from Coney. You know you've seen that shit.
Nah,
I got news
bro.
for you.
The guy pulled his dick
That
out
means
on the
you gay.
train and then changed his mind and then he
Yeah,
slashed you.
he slapped. No, he pulled it. He
He's like, oh,
slapped.
this dude's asleep, and let me wake him
Yeah.
up. What do I
let
do?
let me make a pussy on his face.
Exactly. Yeah. So all sideways and shit.
And you know what?
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
That's right. You woke up to a penis getting pulled out of
that
your
iced
face.
tea?
Yeah, it's iced.
Means you're gay.
Man.
Icy tells you you're gay, you're gonna feel gay. I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially on Law and Order.
I've seen all kind of rapes, and I got to tell you, you're gay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That would, you did, yeah. You did. And it made a nice little
You know what's funny? People,
little hatchet wound.
like
Yeah.
the
Hairy
doc-
hatchet wound.
Bro, it was so funny because people are like, because we posted the videos on TikTok, right? And people are like, because the doctors told me it was a stab in the face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm calling it a stab in the face, right? Yeah.
Definitely a
It's a
stab doesn't
slash
drag.
and a half.
Yeah, but I was like, you know what? If the doctors are gonna call it that, let them call it that. Because who are these people to argue with doctors out of after COVID? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was just like, fuck it. You know, you guys are gonna argue with doctors now.
Doctor also said you're gonna need plastic surgery. They're just always trying to upsell you, bro.
Bro, yeah.
I donated to your thing. I want my money back. You're fine. Now,
Yo,
the more I look at you, the more I look at you.
The more annoyed you are. He's like,
I'll
bro.
spark you, bro.
How much money do you think what would you say is a appropriate threshold? What's the bare minimum that someone should have donated to you?
Yo, it all depends on what culture they're from. That's how I'm gonna do it.
What
If
if
you're
you're-
Russian and I know you got that money from Bitcoin, I should get some. I should get some extra bread
Motherfucker
of
said
that.
Bitcoin.
Or for
Right?
some arms deal?
Right? Like, bro, I know this money is getting flipped to way more than it needs
Imagine
to
he was
be.
invested in Bitcoin now. He's just on YouTube like, how I invested in Bitcoin, man. First 100,000.
Bro, I had this. It was so funny because, like, I had this one boss, right, for a job, right, and it was a tutoring job, and my boy Anton warned. I don't know why I said his name, but he warned me about this guy, right? He's like, "Yo, this dude has a crazy past. This fucking glasses selling guy, right?"
Yeah.
And
to touch ya?
a couple of months later, right, his son is like, "Dave, I gotta tell you something, right? My dad, he went to jail for 6 months for fraud." Right.
What the? Okay.
And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
right,
and I'm like, you know
fraud.
what, bro? A couple of years later, that guy helped me, gave me an eye check test, and I'm like, yep, I didn't have to pay insurance on that shit.
There you go. Oh, he's still doing it. Yeah.
I'm dead.
Hell
Damn,
yeah.
6
Still
months is not
committing
bad,
fraud.
bro.
Fraud's not a big deal, especially if you're not involved.
Everyone's doing fraud too, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
just you watch
I mean,
like
it was a couple of millies.
my favorite. Oh wow! Oh, good for my favorite thing to watch, dude. Is fucking financial crimes, dude. Like a TV, it's my favorite thing to watch, bro. Because you just like everybody was just fucking scamming and pretending like they were
Yeah.
making legitimate money, and it's just like people hate on this shit on like drug dealers.
It's like
and
I
shit.
can't even believe in Illuminati if it just looks like a
Just
pyramid
get something
scheme.
out of the drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you have a fun time.
and people want it. It's a community
Yeah.
thing, you know.
You can have a good time with a lady on some drugs.
The Illuminati's a scam too. Bro.
Yeah, bro. It's a pyramid scheme.
Shit's a scam, literally. Shit's a fucking scam, dude. Imagine it's like a membership fee. And they just let anybody in, dude. Like, look at the people they say who are in it sometimes. You're like,
Yeah,
what?
bro. I can't even tell like what's the masonry and all that shit because they
have buildings.
for
They do.
Freemasons, like
Yeah.
a big ass logo. I remember working construction. I was like, yo, that's a Freemason building. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
I met
It's a boys' club.
yeah, a guy I went to high school with is in the Masons now. And not that he's a bad guy or anything, it's just that they let him in. I was like, I'll never join that society.
Wait, is he the type to like fight Templars or
No,
drink,
dude, he's
or drink
nothing.
blood with
That's the
Jay-Z?
point. Like he's just a guy.
Just
And
a guy, bro.
And again, not a bad guy.
Yeah.
Not a good guy either.
But such
though.
a
Just
regular guy. Just a fucking guy, bro. I
met
knew one
one-
that worked at. I was when I was a doorman. I knew a guy that when I would cover his shift, well, not relieve him or whatever. He was amazing. He was always, and I'm just like, it just looked like he wanted to be down so bad. But he's just like, well, you're a doorman, and then you have another job.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
what? Aren't you guys supposed to have the hookup or something?
Yeah,
like,
are you
right.
supposed to be like, mobbed
Bro, I
up
know this
without
one
killing
guy.
people
Yeah, it's
or
cap,
something?
bro.
They have a clubhouse, I guess.
I knew this
Just
one
so
guy, right?
childish.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Freemason," and then I'm like hearing more about his life. I'm just like, "You're just a Democrat."
Yeah, you're a guy. Yeah, it's
But you're
basically-
actually a bum, dude.
it's borderline VFW. Like
What is that?
Like veteran VFW
Veteran.
What is it? It's the fucking. Am I saying it? It's like an Eagles club.
Okay.
But VFW is a veteran. This is embarrassing.
And they do nothing for the veterans?
No, they really do. They actually.
Oh.
That's probably a bad example. I mean, Eagles Club, like it's or the Elks Club.
Okay.
Like it's like, oh, it's the Elks Club, and you go there and you're like, oh, this is just a bar.
It's some dorky shit, though,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons shit.
Yeah, they meet up and they sit around like a fire, and they're like,
Yeah.
They have those in
some weird
in
shit.
Brooklyn. Like it's just weird. Like Knights of Columbus.
Yeah.
Knights of Columbus. You
Yeah.
heard about those?
No, it just sounds secretly racist.
Bro,
Yeah,
they're
a
just
little
like
bit.
Columbus wasn't that bad, and then they just put them in, and,
yeah.
and they're so funny because it's like the last Italian buildings in now Russian neighborhoods, and I'm just like, you guys still drive out here, really?
Motherfuckers are weird. Oh, that shit is. People just want. Everyone secretly wants to be in a gang.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Like
to
the
some
cops.
degree.
The cops are the best gang.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
we love bros, dude. Bros just want to be broed up. Like,
Dude,
And it's weird because all these cops out here are mostly like these Long Island fucks.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and so you're just like even the EMTs are like that. When I was in the ambulance, I'm like, bro, I was like noticing, like, bro, this is a way longer amount of time to get to Coney Island Hospital. And then they're like, oh, we're taking you to a hospital in South Brooklyn. And I'm like, what's the name of it? And he's like, Methodist Hospital. I'm like, fucking Sunset Park. That's not South Brooklyn, you dumbass.
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, fucking EMTs. They're so stupid.
I read a book.
You forget that they don't have medical degrees.
Oh yeah, I read a book about crooked cops, and they said they have like like all of them are like obviously because they all work together, but there's like if someone like injured a cop or something, or like killed a cop and they shoot him, they'll like the EMTs have it like in their loyalty to, let's say they have like a guy who's been fucked up by the cops, they'll like take the long way to the hospital and shit. Like it's kind of fucked up where you're like, what? And it's just wild to hear that.
Yeah.
Where they're like, if they're like they won't administer certain like painkillers and shit. It's insane. It's pretty wild where you're like, damn, the EMTs are even kind of like it's just I don't know. I feel like if a cop just told me to do something like that, I'd be like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? I think, but I don't know.
You know what's funny?
They slip me money. That's different.
You know what's a New York thing I always see in
And I'm
movies
just
that I never understood? Mob hospitals. Right? They're going concepts like,
Oh, like
the
Godfather?
mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the mob runs this entire, like, who are these
They
doctors?
did take over a lot of unions though at one point in New York.
Yeah, but like to take over the entire hospital?
yeah.
That's crazy, right?
You
It's just
think-
like think about it, right? Like there's an entire national fucking
Well, that's like
union
cartels do that
for like
now.
doctors,
Well,
right?
millions
They
of dollars
follow-
can easily make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cartels do that now. They have their own
They
facilities.
have schools and shit. They do insane shit, but like
not American schools.
no, but like think about it though. If a type of person goes to your business and tells you that and hits you in the leg with a bat and says if you don't pay me for protection from me, like you know what I mean? Like you're gonna be able to convince people to like I'm gonna take over this hospital. It's for the mob. Like Bro, the 60s, bro, come on.
Yeah, you didn't even
This
need
shit-
cameras back. There's
Dude,
no cameras.
People walked
Yeah,
into
bro,
banks
it
and
seems
just
like we
said they
lived
were
in a
this
better-
person and took money out of people's like accounts, bro. Like they
Yeah.
just did that.
Bro, man,
Like-
I forget the no cameras thing.
Yeah.
No cameras, no
bro.
fingerprints,
I,
bro.
I think about that all the time. Like, so I used to sell weed with my friends, like back, my 20s, and we would watch like Boardwalk Empire, which takes place like
Jersey.
in the like 1917
Tommy
or whatever.
gun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tommy gun
1910,
shit.
yeah.
And I'm watching it, and I'm like, yo, if we lived 100 years ago, would we be these guys? And would we have to? We would have killed like 2 people, like
Bro,
at least.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
We would have been
Each.
animals,
Yeah.
bootleggers or something. You're Russian, bro. You would have been a fucking criminal, bro.
Bro, imagine
Yeah,
how
of
funny would
course.
it be? if
I would have been running
Just in your
away
blood.
the comedy scene in as Boardwalk Empire 100 years ago were just all killing. You're like, oh man, this is a lot of
Yeah,
plot
someone took my
development.
stage time, going out there.
Can you
Oh,
imagine
you're
doing
the
comedy,
booker.
man?
Yeah. Oh, you're booking things around here.
You're getting heckled, is getting shot at. Probably.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Well, no, for real. It's like just if you had a legit beef with someone, you could just go handle it. And as long as no one saw you go there,
Even if they saw you, you just
Yeah.
drove more fear into people. You
Yeah.
shoot people broad daylight to make a statement and all
yeah,
that shit. Like,
exactly. It's Frank Lucas. Exactly.
yeah.
It makes you wonder, like, when did like standoffs become illegal?
Well, they are in certain areas, technically. You know, under not like legal, but like someone's like stood my ground. type shit.
Yeah. Of course, obviously.
Texas.
But like the
Still have
the
standoffs.
Yeah.
notion of just like, all right, meet me outside.
Oh, I mean,
That's so gangster,
Yeah.
bro. So like that, people lived like that in the West. They step
Yeah.
back, and whoever shoots who first
yeah.
wins.
Yeah.
What- oh, some president or politician did that a lot.
Was a
Andrew
gunslinger?
Jackson.
Yeah, he
Andrew
did it a
Jackson.
lot.
He would, like,
Duels.
he dueled, and he was the first one first president to avoid his own assassination. I think he just fought the dude. On the
Probably
streets.
made that up about himself.
No, maybe. Yeah, true.
He might have.
I'm writing it this way.
I mean, honestly, I feel like the more people talk about Andrew Jackson avoiding it, like his assassinations, it's like the more we like avoid. No, the more we talk about him, the more we avoid the Trail of Tears concept that he
Oh,
started.
yeah.
What is that?
Like the concept of like pushing all the Native Americans out of the land.
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson started all of that.
They
shit.
did not mess around with those Native Americans.
Yeah, dude.
I read a whole book on it.
But what are we gonna do? I mean, how are we gonna get New York City? If
Oh,
they're
I
here?
get it. This,
You know?
Yo, honestly, this is the thing too. I've said this on the pod before. I feel horrible
He's about
about
to say something racist.
No, I feel bad about how that conflict panned out. Having said that, someone had to lose, right? Like someone had to lose. One of you had to lose.
For a couple pearls and shells,
Yeah.
we got Manhattan.
They really went off.
You know, it's really just based. People just need to accept losses. I think that's
It
what it is.
su-
If your
dude, the
culture has a track
Japanese
record
did-
of losing and like FIFA, you'd
Look
be
at
like,
the
all right,
Japanese.
all right, maybe
French.
Yeah.
Look at what the Japanese did. Oppenheimer's out. They don't go like take that movie out of theaters. It's in their
They
movie
do,
theaters.
They do.
Facts.
They do.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
they do. They do. In Japan, they
Not
did.
the cool ones.
So honest to be
You
passionate
never
about
seen
topics.
the meme where it was like
The
Japan-
9/11 thing.
Yeah.
I did see that,
Like
actually.
Japan was just like because we were making an Oppenheimer movie out of fucking Hiroshima and shit,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're like more people in Japan have started making 9/11 memes, as if people in America don't enjoy 9/11
Yeah.
memes.
Oh my God,
So
bro.
true.
I literally remember telling like when I was 15, talking about camp. I remember going to a counselor and just being like, "Hey man, dank memes melt steel beams."
Mr. Klash, David's in the Can't Scoppler office because he's saying dank memes. Don't
He
melt.
laughed. Oh man, the worst thing, man, I got suspended. Okay, the funniest thing I ever got suspended for. Did you ever get suspended in high school like that?
Yeah.
I feel like in New York,
not.
it's so easy to get suspended in high school.
I got I would get in school suspension, which is worse.
Ooh,
yeah, same.
The
Same.
worst
Just
shit in
spend
I got a
the-
lot of
Just-
detentions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that twice in 1 year, for 2 days each.
Yeah.
In school?
Yeah, in school, just fucking chilling this fucking dean's office doing class there, you know, and I'm just like, okay, all right.
Being watched. Fuck, bro.
It was
Shit sucks,
ridiculous.
bro.
And I went to a metal detector school, so I didn't even have phones.
I did in Mount Vernon, yeah. Mount Vernon High School.
Bro, the first time I got suspended was for there was this kid that was annoying the shit out of me in high school. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a website out of him. And I feel like I predated OnlyFans because I called the website
Okay.
because I called the website milessuckscock.com. And I found this picture on Facebook of him. I don't know why he uploaded this, right? But like, especially for like Russian conservatives, right? craziest thing to upload is like your nephew wearing his mother's sundress on the beach.
That's not great. Yeah,
crazy.
you were setting him
why
up
is
to
that
get
not
murdered.
great? Are you guys like against like?
Well,
What do
no,
you think?
well, Russian parents. I'm not
You guys
against
are
it.
against boys being women? or
I'm
something?
not against
You're
it, but
not the
Russian
boy.
parents
You're
are
not the
very
girl.
like, you
Yeah.
have to be confident in the individual that you are, you know?
Well, maybe
Type
Russia
shit.
should smarten up and not like judge people because
Russia is super anti-gay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They made an
yeah.
entire House of Cards episode about that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Even though those dudes that stand in like that hall when Putin walks up,
Yeah.
they, like, peacock him. They're all gay, dude. They're all like they look like cocks, every single one of them. But also he will murder you. So
But
I'd
yeah,
probably,
I made a website out of that kid, right, including that picture, and I put reviews on the bottom too from people throughout the high
Wow.
school.
Jeez, bro.
Bro, that shit was
Creative.
hilarious.
You were a bad person. Son.
I'm surprised you get expelled for something like that. To be honest,
They were like, it was cyberbullying.
I got expelled from college. I just realized, not suspended.
did you really?
Yeah,
I got
selling weed.
Damn, expelled.
He's about that life. He was like,
about
"Yo,
it,
I'm
bro.
married to the trap, bro."
I was, bro. Huh? UConn.
UConn.
Okay, I know someone that went to UConn. Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah.
You guys won the series this past
Few
year,
of them,
no?
yeah.
A few of them.
Now you give a shit about sports?
No, I just know that. I just know that. You know,
They didn't win the
I'm
year
just
I
trying
was
to relate
there.
to you guys.
Fucking cocksuckers.
It's like he always gets teased on the pod for not knowing sports.
I don't know
You
shit about sports.
Yeah.
just so you
I
know.
know general information.
Yeah,
about
me too.
sports.
Yeah, me too. And
I know-
sports are gay, dude.
I know general information from
But
10 years ago.
You know, I like greatness, so I pay attention to like the greatest players in the sport. I'll watch a documentary on them. It'll be
Yeah.
interesting. You know what I mean?
No, I watched
OJ's
Jordan.
doc. You ever watch that?
Yo, did you see OJ?
It's so good.
Yeah.
OJ
It's
was
great.
on
It's
Cameron's
really good.
new episode.
What was it?
You know how Cameron and Mace got the new podcast?
No, he was on.
Yeah, he's on
I
the
gotta
new
watch that.
Bro, I gotta watch that
So
shit
you be
too.
killing bitches, right? You be killing bitches. Man.
Pause.
Fam, don't even tell me you don't be killing bitches.
Yo, you wild, daddy.
Oh, he mad now. He mad. You mad.
I got third on you, doggy. You remember his own Bill. What's it, Bill
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
Great clip.
Yeah,
Cameron crushed that shit,
Yeah,
dude.
bro.
You mad.
Bro,
You
and
mad.
then when Bill O'Reilly got exposed, and he was like, "Shit, I think it maybe was about that." He played it off like it was actually about the fucking Me Too shit.
Oh my god,
bro, I was like,
it's wild that he's doing interviews, bro.
"Who?"
OJ, and he's in Vegas dancing with white bitches.
Crushing it, dude.
Yeah.
Living.
That's so wild. You think the allure of that is not too many people know people that get away with murder?
Yeah,
So it's
dude.
like-
Yeah, women are disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
Women love
To be
being
murdered.
close to death.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, any of that shit.
Do you think they crave danger more than we do? Because maybe men are always closer to like dying. We die first or something like that, right? Usually
it's also,
they outlive us.
We don't like danger. Some dudes do. Like we like going fast,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't like women that put us in danger. We like women that are like slutty. I don't know. That's like my
The limit of
I
danger.
can't explain that. Like when girls are like, "Why do you like this?" I'm like, "It's just sluts. I just like them. I don't know what it is." You guys like murderers. I like slutty
Murder mysteries.
fishnets,
They like
tattoos,
It's weird.
nose ring women.
Yeah, I was with a girl once hanging out, and she just wanted to like go around. We're in the Lower East Side. She just wanted to like try to like break into apartments for no reason.
That's
Like,
crazy.
yeah, just wanted to do it.
That's
of course,
wild.
some blonde white girl.
Yeah,
probably
she's like, I
came
want us
from
to
money.
get murdered.
Yeah,
You and me.
And it was just,
they
let's
won't
go
kill
here.
me, but they'll kill you.
She was so like riled up to do it. I was just like, yo, what is wrong with you,
Yeah, that's
bro? Like
psycho,
You're
dude.
fucking weird, dude.
I don't
What
know.
did
Sometimes I walk by those apartments in the Lower East Side. I'm thinking like, maybe I
But
should
it was
break
like
and
we're gonna
enter.
get inside the building and do what?
yeah,
Yeah,
fuck.
you're right.
Do, yeah, like
It's just like it is like par for the course nowadays. It's brought up on the past few pods. Like chicks just like being like choked and shit,
yeah. The choking is
and I'm there for it.
The
But I'm
choking
like,
is hurting
why is
my
this
hands
always
these
happening?
days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why are you all into this? What's the cultural shift?
I don't know. They just I guess if you're like if someone was raised to like never really have to like or be protected, never do a conflict, you don't fight, people should fight for
Right.
you type, maybe you crave some sort of static in that way.
Maybe,
Like
maybe, man. Yeah. It's a primal thing.
yeah,
Ben
it's primal, yeah. It's some weird primal shit, bro. It's the same way like if you grew up too religious, now you want to like do
It's like
drugs.
Ronda
one
Rousey.
of the-
Ronda Rousey started fighting because she didn't like getting choked.
I don't want to
Maybe.
say what comic said this because he's I genuinely like him. He'll be on the pod one day. He's a funny dude. But I was saying that one day. I was like, why do women like to get choked? And he's just like, he almost without skipping the beat was like, I mean, it's like 1,000 years of rape ingrained in their head, dude. It's like, Jesus Christ.
And it's crazy though. There's some raw logic to that.
I started laughing. I was like, it's so fucking
bro,
crazy.
people really, rape just became illegal probably 100 years ago. Like
illegal.
Illegal.
Sorry.
Illegal.
I know what you meant.
It became illegal probably just like for thousands of years, women had no rights really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like that genetically, think about that. He's on to something.
Yeah,
bro.
it's fucked up. It's true. It's like when dogs like they're sweet, and then all of a sudden they're like, and you're like, oh, because they can just revert.
Yeah, it's fucking damn.
Oh, shout out to the ladies out there
Yeah.
pushing past your
Protect
demons.
women. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or choke them a bit.
Yeah, but if they ask you to, choke them.
Yeah.
Choke them, because then you'll make them feel weird
Yeah.
if you don't.
Yeah, they'll think you're weak.
Yeah, they think you're weak, or like they'll get self-conscious. Like
They'll find someone else to choke them.
Yeah, they will. And that's true. There's no shortage of people.
It's not, dude.
Has a girl ever choked you during sex? Or
Yeah,
you guys?
I didn't like it at all.
I didn't like it either.
I put a kibosh on it immediately.
She gave me an arm bar in the neck, and I was just like,
That
what was?
happened.
I was like, why would you do that?
She arm-barmed you, wrapped you.
Bro, pressed her arm in my throat, and I was kind of like, yeah, no.
I had a girl one time we were making out, and she liked getting grabbed.
Rear
and
naked
shit.
chokehold.
Yeah. And dude, we were just making out, and she just pulled away and just slapped the shit out of me. And I was like, whoa.
Yo.
And she was like, oh, sorry, I thought you were like into that too. I was like, not at all. Not at all.
How did she think that?
It was so fun. I didn't care because she thought she didn't ask me. I was doing stuff to her because she liked it. Like I know she liked it. And I think she I got the confirmation later. All right. I just say it.
She wanted it.
Yeah. I made sure. No, but she did like it. And I think she was just like, oh, he likes doing this to me. I'll reciprocate. And when I was whoa, she was
no,
like,
it's not an equal opportunity thing. I'm only doing it because I think you like it.
This thing too. Like I was talking to someone about this recently. Actually, it was Dane Rothenberg. He was like, he just sounds like that. He's like, we were talking about if you go to make out with a chick, you just I just go for it when I think it's right. And he's like, I think if you're ever feeling like it's weird, you just ask her hey, I'm really into you. Would you want me to kiss you right now? It's that's the gayest shit.
Would you want me to kiss you right now?
Would you want me to kiss you? And I'm like, Dane's a good-looking, dreamy-eyed guy. He probably can do that. If I was like, could I kiss you right now? That girl would be like,
I think he's autistic or something.
You fucking nerd, and walk out on me.
Yeah.
Just go for it and take the rejection if it happens, and then maybe. But usually, if you could read a room, especially as a comic, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's not like you're gonna
It's been a long time since I did. No, I did not misread that situation. I had a girl recently, a few months ago, who, when we went to go make out, she would just hold me down and lick my face. And then when I went to kiss her, she was like, "No, we can't. It's too weird. We're both comics." And I was like, "You're licking my face."
I don't
bitch.
like the licking your face thing.
I didn't like it at all.
That girls do that. I
did when I thought it was going to lead to
Maybe,
the licking
yeah.
of other parts.
I just don't like. I don't like saliva on my face. It's weird.
It feels like a film.
Yeah, it doesn't feel. I don't know why. I wonder why they think we would like that. It's so weird.
I like getting some shit in my ear. Don't get me wrong. Like a tongue in my ear. I like that.
Yeah, I'll accept that before I accept saliva on my face. Though, don't lick my face.
Say
A
earwax.
thing in my ear. She takes her earwax out and puts it in my ear.
Oh wow, that's different kink. That's a different level.
Someone out there does that. If you do, write in.
Oh yeah,
I want to hear your
some
weird
chick out
shit.
there is selling earwax or something.
Oh
to a
yeah,
guy.
dude.
Yeah.
They were saying that on I
Fucking
think.
smoking wags.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Dude.
Smoking wax.
Girls can just sell any part of that.
Oh yeah, they can sell their germs online to some dude who's desperate. There's always someone more desperate than them though. So
My friend,
Yeah,
I won't say her
Erykah
name.
Badu. Look at her.
She pays her rent.
so many
sometimes
names you
by-
won't say. It's so funny.
She pays her rent sometimes by selling pictures of her butt and stuff.
Or butt, no face.
I don't think so. No,
You could just use Google generated images for that.
I could. You could also just
AI.
These nerds, that's the thing about girls on OnlyFans. They're like, oh, it's like they can't find out who I am. It's like they can. Those nerds know, dude. They know tricks you don't even fucking think
Also,
about.
all your shit is on Reddit for free.
Yes,
most of
it is. A lot of it is.
Unfortunately, sounds bad
it's
and
the way it is.
unethical, but yeah.
Now, you know what, dude? There was a debate going around a few months ago where people are like, don't you feel weird if you've jacked off to porn and haven't paid for it? It's like, not at all. Nope, not at all. Not even.
That is a
don't you think you owe a
crazy
porn
argument.
star some money? No, I don't. I don't.
What?
I think that website might. I don't.
Okay, then talk to the website.
Yeah, it's also the thing, like, that'd be like an actor being like, did you bootleg fucking Transformers? Don't you think you owe Michael Bay? No, fuck you.
Yeah.
No, it's
Suck
more-
my dick, Michael Bay.
No, you know what it is? It's like because it's YouTube technically, right? In the same essence of how YouTube pays people, right?
Yeah.
It's like saying I should be charged for watching a music video.
Yeah, suck my dick, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Whoever says that is a cock, bro.
Yeah.
Absolute cock. Someone you know said that?
No, it wasn't a. No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was like a comic circle.
Oh, okay.
I could tell you after exactly who they were, just because you'd be like, "Oh, that's you." It would make sense.
Yeah.
It was the person who was saying it. You'll be like, "Oh, of course they said that because
An
they're
Asian person?
no."
I'm joking. Okay.
You had to make it a race thing. Yeah, DC.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're cooking. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Cool.
We're
We're
at
going.
an hour?
We're doing
Oh,
almost, which is usually what I call it at.
Okay, cool.
We'll wrap this up soon, man. I don't know, guys. I don't usually ask questions like that. It's just we've
Ask us a
been
question.
going. I usually ask. The only question I haven't done it in a long time. It's from the old podcast. I used to always ask it. Is
Can I ask you a question?
sure.
Why is it called Yes Offense?
Everyone asks this. Fine. No, just because. Well, I like offensive humor, obviously, but I always.
You should
Like-
just watch the disclaimer in the beginning.
Yeah,
of the
disclaimer
podcast.
pretty much explains it. But it's like, it's just like whenever somebody says no offense, they never mean no offense.
yeah,
They always
yeah.
mean no offense. I'm going to say the most offensive shit to you. So I'm like, just call it yes offense. It's the opposite of that. And it's also, it covers all the bases of like, hey, you know what you're getting. Like no one's gonna. Let's put it this way: if anyone writes an article about this, they're gonna look really stupid. If they're like, this podcast called Yes Offense, we're talking about this. And it's gonna be like, yo, it's the fucking name, dude. Like, suck my
You should
dick.
do a segment called No Offense or Yes Offense.
Maybe, dude.
No offense. That's
segments,
where
yeah.
Alex just gets
Well,
political.
It's big, honestly, too. I mean, I work with some of these guys now too. It's like, adjacent with them and everything. It's like I'm big Legion of Skanks guy. I always, before I even moved to the city, I listened to them, and they're like the most offensive podcast in the world. They put it like that, and it is like they are right with like the stamp of like. We put it out there, like you put out the thing, and let people know. It's not like it's named Alex's Playground, and then people come into it and they're like, Jesus Christ, he has a button that says these blacks. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like it's yes offense. So I feel like it covers all the bases of it's a comedy podcast, and expect us to say some crazy shit.
It's either that or Alex's
like that.
Playground is just a racist Bray Wyatt instead.
Yeah, yeah, man. I just
R.I.P.
I don't know. I felt like all the good. I don't know. I feel like all the good podcasts that are offensive get in trouble out of nowhere, and a lot of it has to do with the people don't even know. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. I always, and it's not a name. It's another thing too. I typed it in before I took it. I said, "Is there anything called yes offense?" Nothing. Not one thing.
Cool.
I was shocked.
I like
honestly.
it. I like
thought
it.
it was a generic. For me, when I came up with it, I was like,
Sounds like a
"There's
T-shirt.
You got to get a Yes Offense
yeah,
sign.
I do. But I figured
yeah.
there's no way it
Yeah.
hasn't been taken. There hasn't. And by the way, there's like 4 or 5 like no offense podcasts out there. So.
Fucking
Shout out
hacks.
shout out to Doug Urim. He's a funny guy though, so give it to him. Yeah, guys, what's the? I used to ask this in the audio days. What's the? It doesn't have to be you saw it in theaters or anything, but what's the most? It can be an old movie, a new movie, or just a movie you watched that you've always seen and you just realized, wow, I haven't realized how dope this is recently. What's the movie you watched recently that you were like, this movie fucking rules?
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, that movie's
Recently,
good movie. Dude. I haven't watched it in a long time. It's a good movie.
I was showing Hot Fuzz to my girl and her mom because they were like, "Yo, put on a detective movie." I'm like, "Oh, I got a detective movie, right?" And there's this hilarious moment where the main character is just asleep in bed, and he wakes up. He's like, picks up the phone, he's like, "Hello," and he's like, decaffeination. And then it transitions to the crime scene. It's a decapitated head instead.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, yo, that's fucking genius right
You've
there.
never seen Bad Boys 2. That movie,
The ketchup scene where he fucking pretends to cut his eye. I was like, I'm going to do that to people.
That's funny.
Dude, you haven't fired 2 guns while flying through the air? Yeah.
No.
What
about
have I
anything
seen?
DC?
Damn, what did I watch recently? I watched Blade the other night, but like,
Oh, I love Blade, dude.
that's good. I feel like that was never not good, especially the
Dude,
first one.
It was always on FX. And
Yeah.
it has one of my favorite lines that is it's 9 words, but it doesn't feel like it because he says it so flawlessly.
What does he say?
He says, "Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill."
Damn, that's a bar.
It really is. And you go, that shouldn't work. But when he says it and he's like standing,
Yo.
he says it after he hits the bad guy with the gunk. And he's like,
I'm
"Some
gonna
motherfuckers
make a
always
beat
trying
and
to
sample that. That sounds like a crazy drop.
That's
to put
hilarious, bro.
after.
Yeah, classic. I always just think about how high, because you heard the stories about how high he was when he was making
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah,
He was
dude.
I'd always think of every scene. I'm just like, damn, like he's stoned right there. Like he's
Yeah.
out of his mind right now, and he's
Yeah.
like killing it as because he's a real martial artist.
That
And
movie
it's just
is
like-
great. I
Yeah,
love
it's a great
Blade.
fucking movie. It's a great movie.
I love when the evil vampire has that little Asian girl and just throws her through a bus stop.
Oh yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Oh my god.
She goes flying. She's like,
I did like the one with Ryan Reynolds in it.
That's the third one. Yeah.
That's the third one, right? Which probably wasn't that great. But
That's
I
like
just
technically the first time he played Deadpool, right? Because it's,
Yeah, that's
that
Wolverine
one of
when he
those-
does that.
no, but like
Internet
they
things.
name him Hannibal King, and that's one of Deadpool's nicknames in the comic books.
Is Hannibal King?
Yeah.
Hannibal King's the name of the character in that.
I didn't even
in
know Blade was a
Yeah.
Marvel production. I didn't know.
Well,
Yeah.
it was Sony, you know. So it was
Before
like-
Marvel was Marvel, it was a Marvel production. It's
Oh,
the
okay.
first Marvel the first major Marvel movie blockbuster is Blade.
was it
Yeah.
Blade not Spawn?
No, Spawn's not Marvel.
Spawn, DC.
No, Dark Horse.
Dark
Dark
Horse. yeah,
Horse.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, word. Okay.
But that's why I genuinely think Black Panther is way too overhyped, mainly because I love Blade.
I think I love Blade so much, and I want another one to come out.
Yeah,
And the whole-
I would gladly take
Blade
another
is
Blade.
fire. I think it's more fire than
Well,
Underworld.
they're having
Yeah,
issues.
yeah. Oh,
They're
yeah.
having
Underworld
issues with
1
the
and
new
2 are
one.
good. That's,
yeah, I like the Underworld.
I never watched Underworld. The closest thing
Really?
I watched to Underworld was does Hellboy count?
Yeah, Hellboy's.
Kinda, yeah.
They're in the. I'd say that like they came out in
Like
the same era.
Was
like
Hellboy
the action-
trash?
Like
No,
the-
Hellboy. The
Because I
first
liked
one.
Hellboy. People would be like, "Really?"
First
I was like,
Hellboy
"Oh."
is
No,
great.
I love the first one. Second one's all right.
Yeah.
And then the remake was
terrible.
terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
Bro, in the remake, they keep switching hands for like.
Oh
the-
my God.
Like you
I
can
never noticed that.
Bro, it's sometimes it's on the right, sometimes
it
it's on the
sucks.
left, and I'm
Mhm.
like, bro, fuck this shit. They did not care at all.
Not at
Yeah,
all.
they
I'm
did
so
it.
happy that he just became Bad Santa instead.
Yeah, that movie's dope.
I
too.
need to watch
Violent
that
Night.
one.
Bad Sense. I thought that was Billy Bob.
No,
Thornton.
not
No,
the
Violent Night is.
Violent
Violent Night. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
where he
okay,
just
yeah.
becomes the Santa that just starts
Billy
killing
Bob Thornton.
cartel members.
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton as Santa was
Bad
fucking
Santa's great,
hilarious.
too.
This guy's a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah, that movie. The second one's funny too. I don't know if you saw
I don't
that.
think I've seen it.
It's both
I need to watch
hilarious.
both of them.
Oh my
They're
God.
very funny.
Yeah.
I like untraditional Christmas movies, like the Christmas movies
Die Hard.
that. Yeah, but even that has become so mainstream.
But then what? You're just gonna say every Shane Black movie is an untraditional Christmas movie?
no, Dude,
Yeah.
which shame? Like
Kiss,
Kiss,
Bang,
and Bang.
Bang,
It's
Bang.
great, great.
What was the
No,
one? The
I
other
mean-
guy, not the other guys.
No,
the
no.
one with freaking
The Nice
Russell
Guys?
Crowe. The nice
That's
guys.
a Christmas time movie.
I think so.
No.
Yeah. What do you call it? Iron Man 3 is taking place during Christmas time.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, like Bad Santa. I know that's, but that's like I don't know people who watch that. But there's a lot of Christmas horror movies.
L.A. Confidential.
Like Kevin Spacey. Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
No, they're like Violent Night. Yeah, just ones that are like they aren't the cheerful, fun ones. Like A Christmas Story is a classic, but like I do go for the ones
Elf?
that aren't. Yeah, Elf's a classic.
Elf's
That's-
a classic.
Elf is a
Everyone,
classic.
every
I was
white
watching
girl
that in- I was
watches
watching that in
that.
middle school for
Dude,
Christmas.
Elf is hilarious.
It is
He's
hilarious.
Such an idiot in the movie. It's hilarious, bro. He's
Call me an
fucking
elf
retarded.
one more time.
When he's going around the revolving door, I'm like, yo, this nigga's an idiot, bro.
I saw that with my parents in theaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie with my parents in theaters ever.
Yeah.
I just took my mom to go see Avatar when it came out last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a long ass movie to see.
Bro, that was
Yeah.
because I saw the
Did you guys
first one
make
with
out?
theaters. Oh, my girlfriend was there.
You said no, my girlfriend was
he's a
there.
nice boy.
He said not while my girlfriend
That's
was there. Dude. I
wild.
don't make out with my mom. She gets it. She's cool.
Oh my
she knows my
God.
girl's here.
Bro, that movie was fucking wild.
I didn't see it yet.
It's like, I like the world building, but it didn't need 10 years.
No, not at all.
It did not
So
need 10 years.
Bro, that movie looks hard to make, bro.
Yeah.
And then they have, what's her face? I don't know all my Soprano characters, but the
I know none. Just Tony.
you do. Tony's wife is in the movie
Oh,
as well.
Carmelo. Wow. Edie Falco.
Yeah, she's in the movie playing like the new general.
Bad guy?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
They
She rules.
resurrect. Dude, can I spoil it?
Go ahead. Yeah, I don't.
Bro, they resurrect the bad guy,
Oh, yeah, I heard of it.
and he's in
a,
an avatar body now.
Anytime you got to resurrect the bad guy, you're trying to keep the
Yeah.
movie going.
Bro, and now they're like, nah, we don't need these minerals anymore. Instead, we're just gonna be killing whales.
Yeah, no, it's whack.
They're like, these
We're
are
Japanese aliens now.
Transformers, they every time they got to resurrect the dead guy, it's so like, how can we get him to come back
Yeah.
without explaining it
Bro,
really?
that,
No,
the
fuck
last
that. Or
night
make a new
movie-
bad guy.
Yeah.
That Transformers last night killed me. I couldn't watch any more
Yeah, they
Transformers
sucked.
afterwards.
The only one that was really good was the first one.
The first one and I like the third one.
Me too. Hell
The
yeah.
third
dude.
one, who was in the third one?
Third one was-
Shia?
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's the last
He was
shot.
in the- okay.
Yeah, it's the
and
last
they
one.
replaced Megan Fox with the British chick.
Yeah.
Could have replaced Megan Fox with anyone.
Bro, nah, but
your role, the
Rosie-
role was to run and scream. You could have
Rosie
replaced that with
Huntington Whitley was
Hottie.
pretty
She's
hot.
pretty
That's
in that
Jason
movie.
Statham's wife, right?
Yeah.
Also running and screaming. Hair didn't fuck up one time during the movie.
Right.
Bro, you know what's so funny watching about Transformers 3 though? Is that they're always fucked up when they're in like action mode, right? Like,
Yeah.
but when they transform back to the cars, it's sleek.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
It's like no busted
The
windshield or
cartoon
nothing.
doesn't make any sense either. I don't know if you guys ever seen
Yeah.
it. Like, it literally never made sense.
No.
Bro,
And
you
they
know
had
what-
to create some sort of storyline.
You know what
for it.
Dylan was telling me? That apparently, like he was
He's
just
the one
showing-
he showed me the cartoon. I
Yeah.
was watching it, and bro, it was like, what is happening?
Starscream, I would have just killed on his
Did you,
voice.
you know on this cast who's in this animated Transformers movie in the 80s? Orson Welles.
Oh, wow.
It's like Orson Welles' last role.
Is he Optimus?
Bro, I don't know who he was. And Eric
Said it
Idle
like you
from
knew who he
Monty
was.
Python.
that
Damn,
was
dude.
part. That was. Crazy.
I was
Yeah,
like,
Monty
what the
Python.
fuck?
That's random as shit. It's also
Yeah.
so random that you know Monty Python is.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I got a dad.
The strangest
dad-
humor on that show.
Bro, you know what's so funny? My dad showed me this for the first time, but like one of the first books he bought when he got to America was for the fucking script for the screenplay for Pulp Fiction.
Oh, that's wild.
And the first scene, he started translating it from English to Russian just on the side. I could show you a picture. It's just like literally you can have the "say what" again translated into Russian. It's like "Скажи что еще раз." It's like "Что? Я не знаю этот планет. Что?"
What about did he learn the Quentin Tarantino's language part?
Bro, I did not know if you reached the N words, honestly. because the thing is, right?
Someone told me how to say the N word in Russian. Oh no, it's German. That was German. It was German.
Because the thing is, like, there's like we say black people, right? This just sounds like saying the N word. It's just that Spanish word and a Russian accent. That's what it is.
Moreno?
There's this movie I could show you one of these days. It's, in English they're called Brother and the sequel Brother 2, but in Russian it translates into Brat and the sequel is Brat 2 because it's a play on
Bratva is how you say
Yeah.
black person, right?
No, Bratva is a brotherhood.
Oh, okay.
Right? And so in the second movie, right, it's like when the Russians from the first movie make it into America, and there's like a scene where they're like the Russian just says that to a black person.
What the fuck?
And then he's just like, the fuck? And then he just calls mad people on him and he just gets
Yeah,
run
yeah.
out of Chicago Park.
Dude, for like 20 years, Russians were always the villain in like
They
movies.
still-
Well, the
yeah.
80s,
They
I would
still
say 20
are.
years.
They still are, bro.
In
Stranger
movies?
Things. Stranger Things.
Oh, a Russian is
Oh,
This the USSR trying to get into America by using fucking weird fucking shit.
yeah,
we
dude.
don't fuck with you guys.
Y'all don't.
No.
Y'all don't. It's funny.
It's funny.
You know
It's
why
funny.
though? Because people like David, you text him about stuff and he reveals to you that he doesn't like Usher.
I did not say I did not like Usher. What?
I
Let's
wanted
get
to bring
context.
that up.
Let's
I want to
let-
bring that up
let me-
before I.
Yo, wait. Let me.
Usher songs?
I know Usher
said-
songs. What are you
he
talking
said
about?
something-
OMG featuring Will I Am.
That's a good one. That is a good one. That's not his best album. That's a good one.
What are you talking about? That was the
You're missing
R&B
Confessions.
version of Power,
You better
guys.
pull it.
This guy's crazy, bro.
It was literally
Oh
the R-
my god!
it was the
No.
R&B version of Power by Kanye.
The one where he sung beautifully about cheating on his girl.
Yes!
You make me want to leave.
Well, I'm with-
Well, that's a good one too. Now
That's
we're
not.
talking.
That's not
Now
even
we're
what we're
cooking.
yeah.
That's his
That's
first
some good
album
shit.
ish or something.
Yeah.
7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets.
Fire, very fire. You don't like that?
No, I do. I
Yeah.
was
Now
just
Russian niggas got no soul.
No. What
He's
happened was
saying-
that
yeah.
is that I read recently that T-Pain apparently almost quit music because Usher told him like you ruined music.
Damn.
And I was like, I can't respect Usher after this.
T-Pain has a great voice though.
Yeah, he has
But
an
I
amazing
think
voice.
the thing
I mean, a
was just
shitty
the
cover
auto-tune.
album.
I think it's the auto tune, and Usher is like, I'm
Singing my ass
I'm
off.
singing my ass off,
Yeah.
and I cheat all the time, and you're ruining it. I have less to cheat on with
But
now.
technically, Usher fucking in that point of his career was doing like David Guetta Afrojack songs. So his
It's
voice
true,
was
you're right.
getting edited either way.
It's
I would have
true.
been like,
Drops.
I was like, fuck you. That's why you got herpes, Usher.
That's true. You-
It's some
Bro,
petty
that shit with Kiki Palmer's ex,
I know.
That
Nah,
was
he's crushing
crazy.
it, bro. Usher. That means Usher still got it, baby. Let's
Yeah,
go.
he
Bro,
really
she
does.
was
My guy.
and then Kiki Palmer was in the fucking commercial with.
I would start singing into Usher's eyes if he did that when I was with my girl. I would just start singing passionately with him and just make it awkward or something.
He wasn't there. It was just
Yeah.
he found out.
Why
on
would you, I would
Twitter.
never let my
Oh.
any girl if I had any romantic inclination toward a woman and she was going near Usher, I'd be there.
yeah.
I'd fight him off.
Yeah.
Unless I was like, nah, I know
It's
my
not
girl's-
his fault.
But if you know, like, you got the right girl and like she's not hot enough to get close to Usher.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
you-
fine too.
You got to keep it, yeah.
Even though apparently
You gotta keep your girls humble for Usher.
That's it right there, bro.
It's like you think you could get Usher, you funny.
But then
fucking
again,
stupid
that,
bitch.
that chick that accused him of smashing and
yeah,
she
they're
was
gross. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Usher's a dog.
Yeah,
So
you got to
I
keep
don't-
him away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. Damn.
I think Usher's just like, well, I got nothing else going on right now.
Yeah. And then once it popped off and trended, it just never stopped after that.
Dude, I think he has a. I think anyone like him has a healthy appetite. An unhealthy appetite for
sex.
Yeah,
a pop
probably.
star. Absolutely.
Just because it's just they probably don't go a day. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Vagina is probably like food. It's
you know,
like breakfast.
I
too.
knew that Usher like was on that type of timing once he made a Zaytoven collab album. Did you ever hear about
Zaytoven's
that?
a pretty good producer.
You know who
though.
Zaytoven
No.
is? Gucci's producer.
Oh wow, yeah.
He made an entire album. I'm like, oh shit, this is really gonna be like the future Zaytoven collab albums. This is gonna be insane.
Was it fire?
It was all right. It was all right. Future's on it.
Yeah, you're biased though. You don't like Usher.
Yeah, you fucking mo.
Okay, I'm gonna enjoy Usher over Gucci Mane beats.
I wouldn't say
Maybe
that.
not, but I
You just
would.
got to listen to
Just,
Confession.
you gotta listen to trap gospel the entire
And the
time. I'm
one-
gonna
yeah.
enjoy, I'm gonna enjoy that shit.
You got to listen to Confessions and the album where he's got the snowmobile
Yeah,
goggles
I'll
on.
listen to all the James.
Oh, his first one, right? His early
I'll
joint?
He's on the stairwell like,
Yeah.
fucking, like doing the fucking I don't even know what some gymnastic shit.
Entertainment made no sense.
Yeah,
dude.
and I got snowboarding goggles on, baby.
I'm gonna dance in the desert.
Just in case you got a
Wasn't he,
squirt
like,
on my
18
face.
when that shit dropped?
He needs that though for the pussy.
It's insane, dude. I've heard those
Fucking
songs. I'm like,
swimming in
yo, damn, dude. If you sing this right at a karaoke, you'd get some sniz.
No, but that's crazy to think about, right? Because like,
I
how
gotta
old were you
have
when
a
that
show
album
at
dropped?
8, guys. Just
Oh yeah,
FYI.
let's get out of here.
Sorry, not
no,
that
no
shit.
worries. We already did plugs. Anything else you guys can remember?
Just follow me on Instagram at DC Women's Comedy. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, follow me at David Klash 47. That's Clash with a K. And yeah,
Yeah, guys.
Shout out Alex for having us on.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
thank Alex for having us
Always
on.
thanks for coming. This flew by. We didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Time got away from us. Look at
I'm
that.
glad it finally happened. I had a good time.
No, great.
FYI.
Yeah. This was great. Silly Sally. See you nerds later. Peace.
Deuces.
Guys, this was great. That was a great time. That was fun. Yeah, sorry, dude. I didn't realize you had a show. I would have put it.